Okay, guys. So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Casey Morgan. I am your Diamond Upline. I have been with It Works for a little over 2 years now. And before I joined It Works, guys, I was not serious about my business. I was not serious about this company. I never wanted to be successful in network marketing. I never saw myself being successful in network marketing. So, to say the least, I didn't work my business to my full potential for a couple months. I did not sign my very first distributor until my third month in the business. And the only reason I signed my distributor is because I went to a corporate event. So I joined May 7th, 2015. Now, when I joined, there was a $120 free product credit. So like right now, there's a $100 shopping spree. Excuse me, I got $120 in free product. I could not apply that to gear. It was just for product. So the $100 shopping spree is amazing when you get your first 4 customers. So I did get my first 4 customers, but I think I signed my fourth customer on like day 30. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to count because it was so late. And I was so nervous that I wasn't going to get that because it was like the very last day, like last minute. But then after that, I think I signed maybe 3 more customers and then I did nothing. It was summer. I was more focused on going out, having fun, going to the lake, doing all these things that were not building my business because like I said, I was not serious about my business. And when I joined It Works, I was working 2 jobs and going to school full time. So I was very busy. So I kind of used that as my excuse. I kind of kept telling myself, well, I don't have time for this. I really need to focus on school. I need to focus on my jobs, blah, 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 blah. However, when I looked at my schedule, I had downtime. I did have time where I could build my business, but it was my priorities that were not in check because I didn't want to build my business. I was making the decision of watching Netflix for 3 hours as opposed to maybe spending an hour and a half or 2 hours building my business. And once I went to this green carpet was the corporate event I went to. And once I went to that event, that's when I really caught the vision. And those of you who have been to an event, you know what I'm talking about. And those of you who have not been to an event, get to an event because you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So for those of you who are going to conference for the very first time, I'm seriously so pumped for you because I have no idea, it's going to be insane and your businesses it's going to change forever. I'm not kidding. Every conference I've been to, I have promoted, and this last one I double promoted to Diamond and earned a $5,000 bonus. So anyway, I came back from green carpet. I was so on fire. I was finally making the decision to work my business. I was prioritizing my time instead of watching Netflix, instead of going to the bars, instead of hanging out with my friends, riding around, doing nothing but blowing money on gas. I decided to sit in my room and message people and build my network and grow my Instagram and schedule posts and do things that were going to build my business. And that's why I started signing distributors because I made the decision that I was going to sign distributors, that I was going to promote the ranks. Even though I had no idea what I was doing, I accidentally promoted to executive that month because I was signing distributors and just bringing in customers left and right. I knew that I needed 2 distributors with 400 GV. And guys, when I went executive, I had no one was working. I just signed a few distributors and I was like stacking distributors underneath people. And with a little bit of volume that they brought in, I started feeling the extra volume, and I accidentally promoted to executive because I was focusing on Ruby. When I first started, I didn't know executive was a thing because they were like, just go Ruby. And they were like, okay, now you're Ruby, go Diamond. And I'm like, okay. So I knew nothing. I literally didn't even know executive was a thing until I got a shout out in the page and was like, Casey promoted to executive. And I was like, what? So it was kind of an accident. But I promoted right after green carpet. And so yeah, that's when I caught the vision and I took off running. And I was still working 2 jobs. I was still going to school full time. The only difference, guys, is I made the decision to stay home. I made the decision to tell my friends no because I didn't want to work anymore. I did not want to go to my jobs anymore. And the only way I knew that I was going to be able to quit my jobs and become full-time with It Works is if I sacrificed a little bit of time over the summer, the rest of my summer, and going into August and September, I knew that I was going to have to sacrifice certain things. I was going to have to sacrifice going to dinner with my friends and going to drink with my friends or going to the club or going, whatever I was doing that was spending money. Instead, I stayed home to save money and build my paycheck with It Works. And I understand it's hard. I get it. You guys can't see, maybe you're making $50 a month with this. And it's hard for you to visualize you making $1,000 with this. I get it. It was hard for me to visualize that. When I first started, I never imagined even making $50. My first check was $9.86. Okay. So for me to make $9 my first month, and the fact that I continued pushing every single month and built a paycheck, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on top of bonuses. There was a month I made almost $4,500 with commissions and bonuses. And when I look back when I first started, yeah, I didn't see that. I never saw myself making that kind of money. I never saw myself going Ruby. So if that's you right now and you're thinking, okay, well, I'm only making $50 with It Works, I'm not going to go any further than that, then you're not going to go any further than that. You have to understand that the time you're sacrificing is you building that income. If you are saying, I'm not going to make any more than $50 and you're still going out and you're still spending money on things you know you shouldn't be spending money on, and you're not pouring back into your business, you're not going to make any more than $50. Chances are you're probably going to make less than $50. And I'm going to be real and raw with you. I had that happen to me. When I went diamond, I lost my diamond rank the next month. It was a shock. It was a shock to me. I didn't know what happened, but it's because I promoted, I got that $5,000 bonus and I was making really good money and I got comfortable. I was like, okay, well, I can go out now. I can start doing things. So I let go of my business. And guess what happened? My team crumbled. I had people quit. I had a lot of things happen, but I have always had people quit. That is going to happen in your business. You're going to lose people. People are going to walk away from this because they can't see the vision, and that's fine. It's not for everyone, okay? But because I stopped working and stopped bringing in new people, when those people quit, I didn't have anybody to work with at the time. So I literally had to start over again. And it happened, and I had to revision myself making more money. And then once I started doing that, I got back to diamond. My team started growing again. My volume started going back up, and I started making that money again. So whether you're making $50, $5,000 a month, it's the same thing, okay? You have to keep the vision and keep the dreams. Like, you have to keep dreaming bigger than what you're making and never get comfortable. Do not get comfortable saying, oh, I'm making $50 a month. That's fine with me. I'm never going to make any more than that. Guess what? You're not. You're going to make less than that probably. And some of you guys have probably seen a pay cut because you got in that mindset, okay? And it happens, guys. You may not even know it's happening. When I went diamond, I did not realize that I was getting complacent. And I told myself before I went diamond, I was like, okay, I'm going diamond and I'm not going to get complacent. But I did. I don't know why I did, but I was also in the middle of moving and there was things happening. So I think it was just my mind got distracted. So I wasn't focusing forward. And they say you steer where you stare. And I was looking to the right. I was looking, oh, well, I'm fine. My team's got this. And it wasn't like that. So what I'm trying to say is, stay focused on your business and prioritize your time. If you're working 2 or 3 jobs, you know your schedule. I guarantee you have downtime somewhere. You're probably watching TV. That's downtime. Instead of watching TV, work your business. Instead of, going out to the bars or out to eat with your friends or, all these events that are not making you money, say no. Tell your friends, I can't. I'm building an empire. I'm working my business. I am going to change my life because I deserve it and my family deserves it. So I can't. Okay. You're going to sacrifice a little bit for now, but later you're going to own your own time and you're going to be making money with It Works that you never even dreamed of making. And that's when you're seriously going to look and be like, thank God I sacrificed some of that time, because I don't regret sacrificing anything. I still sacrifice things. There's times I can't go on trips because it's end of month and I have a few people promoting. So I have to make sure I'm at home working my business so that my team's promoting. Because if my team's promoting, that means I'm promoting. So I've got to help my team promote. So I'm still sacrificing no matter how much money I'm making. I will probably still sacrifice stuff until the day I die because I want to be Ambassador 5.0. I mean, I want to be like the top of the company, and I'm going to be, because I'm making the decision I'm going to do that. So anyway, so I promoted to Ruby 9 months, Emerald a year later, and then Diamond 2 months after that. And I'm currently Diamond, and I'm pushing for double and triple. Honestly, probably going to double promote just because I'm just like on fire and I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so yeah, there's my story. And I guess I'll start answering some of these questions. I know there's some things popped up. And if you guys have any other questions at all, even about my story or anything, just let me know. Just comment below. So let's see. If you had to restart today and didn't know anyone, what is the first thing you would do to rebuild your business from scratch? Okay, so this happened to me twice in my organization. Okay, so I've restarted twice. So when I went, let's see, I promoted to executive my 3rd month in. 3 months later, everybody on my team quit. Everybody. I had like 14 people on my team. Everybody quit. Okay. I was by myself again. I think my volume was like maybe 2,000. Um, I was boxed for diamond almost. I was boxed for emerald for sure, and everybody quit. The biggest regret I have is quitting. I quit because my team quit. I stopped working. I did not work for a month and a half. My paycheck started dropping. I was not getting bonuses because I was not bringing in new distributors. So my tip on that, if you're having to rebuild your business from scratch, rebuild your network. What I did, I went to Instagram. I don't know if you guys are building Facebook, Instagram, in person, whatever you're doing, build your network. So I went to Instagram because that's what I was working. And I literally would go to the search bar, and I was in college. So I would go and type in a college. I would type in like Arizona State University. I would get out of Arkansas because I had a lot of friends in Arkansas. So I was trying to like get out of that area, trying to broaden my horizon, I guess, and broaden my network, because essentially if you're building a huge team locally, you guys are going to know the same people. You're going to start getting into your team's potentials. And I had a pretty large local team, so I didn't want to get into their potentials. So I started looking elsewhere. So I would go to Instagram and search Arizona State University, Maine State University, and I'd probably follow 100 people. And when you search those places on Instagram or even Facebook, you can do that too. You can type the college or the location, whatever, on Facebook in the search bar, click it, and then find a photo. Any photo. Just scroll through. If you see like I don't know, somebody that's cute you think would be a good on your team, click on their page, go to their page, give them some love, follow them, and then I go to the most recent photo and I start following people who like that picture. Because that shows me that those people are active on Instagram. Those people are liking this stuff, so I know they're active on Instagram. So I'm probably gonna get more quality followers by doing that. And that's what I would do. And guess what? When I came back the end of November 2015, I signed 11 distributors in December. It was one of my biggest months. And when people say December's slow, I was booming. And then 2 months later, promoted to Ruby. Okay. And I think I had like 31 distributors on my team. So, okay. So anyway, so rebuilding your team. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would go to Instagram or Facebook and type in the location and then just start building my network like crazy. And I suggest doing that anyway, even if you have a huge team. I do that every single day. And like, I love coffee. Like, I'm a huge coffeeaholic. Like, Starbucks is like my shiz. So I will like type in Starbucks, and like I will find a Starbucks in a different state. Like, even in Germany, like I'll find Starbucks in the UK, and I'll start following people there. And like over in Australia, I have been growing huge in Australia. So I want to go international is my goal. So I definitely suggest doing that. You guys don't have to stay within your area. You guys can literally, my first like 20 distributors were outside of Arkansas. Okay. I never had a distributor in Arkansas until I think I went Ruby. So you guys can literally grow your business wherever you want, from wherever you want. It's just where you're searching and where you're looking is where you're going to pretty much grow your team. Okay. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I do with that. Did I answer your question, Lacey? Okay. Let's see. Thank you guys for asking these questions again. Can blitzing grow your business more than posting on social media? Okay, so I personally have built most of my business, I'd probably say 95% on social media. However, when I started, the algorithm was completely different. So I've had to do a lot of adjusting with social media because of the algorithm. Like, a lot of people don't see my stuff anymore. Like, when I started, it was all chronological. And now it is basically people see what they're interested in. So Facebook basically tells people if they're interested in seeing your post, and if they're not going to see it. So I've had to do a lot of adjusting, and I think you guys may probably know about the algorithm change. I think it happened in like March or April. But blitzing can definitely explode your business. Amanda McGee, our ambassador upline, she was blitzed. Okay. She is an ambassador from a Blitz card. Um, so you never know. Your next ambassador could literally be out there serving tables. And like, if you don't blitz that person, like you could be literally be missing out on an ambassador. She was blitzed at Buffalo Wild Wings. And here she is as an ambassador. So she started out as a little card, and now she's an ambassador. So I definitely think blitzing is a great way to grow your business because you're getting face to face. Now, I do want to lead into parties. Having sip and sample parties is crucial for your business. I never thought it was, but I'm obsessed with them now. I was terrified of having parties, but I am literally obsessed with having parties. Like, I'm like, as soon as the party's over, I'm like, when can we have the next party? Like, when's our next party? And I'm constantly scheduling parties almost every Friday because I just want sip and sample parties. And we literally get together, we have a few drinks, we have a few snacks, and we just chat. We are all sitting on a couch, like just around the room and just chatting. And, you know, we'll pull out our party pad. Where's that? I'm not sure where it's at. Pull out our party pad, and we'll go through the party pad. And guys, it's so simple now, especially with the new party pads. It literally, you read it verbatim. And I honestly thought that I was overcomplicating it in my head. So if you're terrified of parties, you're probably just overcomplicating it because you literally just read. It's like reading, it's like story time. But you're just talking about it works. You literally just talk about how we were founded in 2001, you know, all these amazing products. And it literally gives you paragraphs that you just read. And you just point at the pictures. You read and point. And flip the page. You read and point. It's so simple. But I love that because the people in the room can tell how simple it is. And so they're like, oh, that's all you do? And we're like, yeah. And because if you think about other parties, and I'm not going to knock any other company because I'm all for small businesses, but other companies, most companies require you to have like this huge table with like 50 products. Everyone has to try the skincare, everyone, you know, all these things. You can literally walk into a wrap party with your party pad and that's it. So if you're brand new and you have no products, but maybe your wraps in your kit, or maybe your kit hasn't come in yet, you can walk in with a party pad, read and point. You read, you point, and that's it. They can see the results in the party pad. They can see the product. You can explain to them the texture, and if you don't know, ask your upline. If you have a local team member, ask them if they have any products that you know you can borrow. Maybe they have a little bit they can give to you. If your upline's close, have them come to you to do a party with you, and you guys can literally invite all your potentials. When we do a party here, we have probably 7 distributors and we invite all of our potentials. So there's like 20, maybe 15 to 20 people sometimes. And we just sit there and talk. And then after the party, every single party, we've had at least 2 to 3 people sign up out of every single party. And they go with the distributor that brought the potential. And it's just really good that way because potentials can see how simple this business truly is. And they can see that we're real people and that we get paid to party. We literally get paid to have fun. And so I think doing parties and blitzing is definitely something you should utilize because a lot of people are not on social media. A lot of people are not really into Facebook these days. So getting off of social media, you're touching a network that has not been touched yet. You are talking to people who probably don't even know about these products because they've never seen it because it's all been on social media. So yeah, definitely blitzing. Now, I'll be honest, when I went blitzing my first time, I was terrified and I got rejected, okay? But I got rejected because I was like, I'm going to get rejected. I'm going to get rejected. And so when I was blitzing people, I'm sure it was like they sensed my fear and they were like, no. And I was like, okay. So I got rejected probably 5 times my very first time blitzing and I was traumatized. I was like, well, that was cool. And Amanda literally told me, she was like, stop saying you're going to get rejected. Every person you went up to, you said they're going to reject me. You literally spoke it into existence. So I said, this person's going to take my card and they're going to ask about it. And guess what? The next person I did, they took my card and they said, what is this? And I was like, whoa, it was really creepy. It was so weird. And every single person after that took my card. I didn't get rejected one time. So be confident. And just what I did is I literally stapled a WOW sample to the top of the Blitz card. And I said, here's a sample and a coupon. And that was it. And it had my name, my phone number, my website, and it said, text me for more information. I think I got 2 text messages after passing like 30 Blitz cards out that day. I think we did 30, something like that. So I got a few leads just from doing that. And I talked to a few people. So they probably still have my card. They probably, eventually they may have added me on Facebook. I don't know. But yeah, blitzing I think is definitely something you should utilize if you have not done it. Let's see. What is the best response for, isn't this another pyramid scheme? Okay, love this question. So when someone tells me or asks me if this is a pyramid scheme, I usually ask them, I'm like, what do you think a pyramid scheme is? And they always say, well, where you sign people up and you get paid off them. I'm like, that's not a pyramid scheme. Pyramid scheme is when you literally are trading money back and forth. There's no product exchange. There's not really a company, and you don't file taxes. For instance, here recently, I don't know if you guys have seen it, it's like earn cash, click this link, earn cash. That's a pyramid scheme. When you don't have to enter your social security number for a company to file taxes, I would run. That is a pyramid scheme. There is somebody at the top and they're just literally passing money around. And, think about it. If that person is getting maybe $1 and dispersing $10 to 10 different people, they're going to keep getting all this money to them. And the person at the top is going to make the most money because he's dispersing $1 to each person, but he's getting everything from all these people. So that's a pyramid scheme. And with this company, you can pass your upline. Let's say, Casey Carlson. So I signed Casey. He could pass me any day. I passed my upline twice. I'm 2 ranks above my enroller. Okay. So you can make more money than anybody in the company, no matter who enrolled you, when you joined, where you are in the chart. You can do whatever you want. You are an independent distributor. This is your business. You are a business owner. You do what you want. And let's say Lacey or any of you take off. You guys could fly past me. If you build your business so strong and you are running and you're working your butt off, you're working harder than I am, you can literally fly past me, make more money than me. And guess what? When you pass me, I no longer get paid on you. I literally make 0 commission. So that's what I tell people when they say, is this another pyramid scheme? I always start with, what do you think a pyramid scheme is? And then I'll be honest, sometimes they're like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. I'm like, hey, whatever. I just kind of blow it off and just move on. Or I'll say, if this was a pyramid scheme, do you think I'd still be doing it? I've been here for 2 years now, and I'm still actively putting my phone number, my name, and everything on social media. Do you think I'd be doing that if it was like illegal? No. Let's see. Also, okay, question. How do you know when someone becomes, I saw headlights that scared me. How do you know when someone becomes qualified leg? Does it tell you once you log into your eSuite, or do you have to add up? Okay, so I don't think it tells you in eSuite. So when someone's a qualified leg, they just have 400 GV. So when you go into your tree viewer, you can see all your legs, and you literally just click on each person and look at their GV. And everyone that's over 400 is a qualified leg. So that's how I do it. I don't think there's a report. There might be a report in eSuite.
There is, Casey.
What's it called? Oh, is it distributed by leg or volume by leg?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's like volume by leg, maybe, or total volume by leg or something like that. Maybe.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, and let me know. But I'm like old school, so I've always just gone to Tree Viewer and just clicked on everybody's name to see what their volume is. Let's see. How do you get people interested in the items? I message people and I can't seem to get anyone interested to make a sale. Okay, so this has to do with wording 100%. So when I first started, I was horrible with wording. I would word vomit. I'd be like, oh, the wraps do this, this, and this. They retail for this, but you can get it for this. A loyal customer is this, this, and this, all in one message. And no one would message me back. They'd be like, okay, well, I'm not reading that. And if it takes you longer than like 30 seconds to type it out, it's probably way too long. I try to keep my messages within like 3 to 4 lines or like sentences or something. And the last one's a question usually. So what I will do is I always break up my conversation, and every single message I end with has a question. That way they have to answer me back, okay? And if they don't answer me back, I usually say, did that make sense? Or I'll just put them down to follow up with the next week. So it's totally normal. If you're getting ignored or if people are showing like they're not interested, that's totally normal. But if they ignored you, don't give up on them. They probably were just busy and they just forgot to message you back. So just don't give up on them. Just follow up with them later. Say, did you see my message, or did that make sense? Something like that, just to start the conversation again. But I always say, like, my first message will be, if it's like a random person on Facebook that I've been interacting with a little bit, I will say, hey, I'm in the process of expanding my business. I need a few more people to try a product for me. Would you be interested in being a product tester? And that's pretty much all I'll say. And they'll say, well, what product? Or yeah, sure. What do I need to do? And then I'll say, well, what are your health goals? And then they'll tell me, well, I really want to lose weight, or I want to clear up my skin. And sometimes in my first message, I'll say our products range from weight loss, skincare, protein, like some of our basic stuff. And I'll say which of these products would benefit you most. So I kind of alternate my messages just depending on what's working that day. But then I'll ask them, what are their health goals? They'll tell me their health goals. I will ask them if they want to lose weight. I'll say, well, what is your current diet and exercise routine? Because I need to know what they're doing in order to figure out what product's going to work best for them. Because if they're eating salads every day, I'm not going to give them fat fighters. Or if they're eating burgers every day, I'm not going to give them just a cleanse. Like they need fat fighters and a cleanse. And guys, if if you don't know what the products do, that's totally normal. I didn't either for a long time. I honestly didn't even know we had more products than the wrap for 3 months. So there's that. But like every customer I signed in the beginning were all wraps, like literally, because I didn't know we had another product. So I was like, who wants wraps? And that's what I did. So that's okay if you don't know what the products do. You're going to learn in time. That's what your upline's for. And if you don't have a working upline, come to me. I'm an upline. I'm your next upline. So just come to me if you don't know who to go to, or go to the team page. If you guys are all on the Blitz page, so use the Blitz page for your advantage. Like if you can't get a hold of an upline, post your question in there. There are tons of diamonds and above in there who will get to you immediately. So you guys can literally get different advice on anything in that page, business related. But yeah, so I'll ask them what their health goals are, what their diet and exercise is. They'll tell me that. And then once they tell me that, I will make a suggestion. I'll say, okay, well, then I would definitely suggest our cleanse and fat fighters. Our cleanse is a 2-day detox. You drink 1 bottle before breakfast and dinner for 2 consecutive days. And our fat fighters are a carb inhibitor. They're going to absorb the fats and carbs from your heaviest meal. I'll give them like a breakdown for each product, whatever it is. And if you don't know what a product does, myitworksproductcoach.com is perfect. If you guys are bored or if you guys want to know what these products do, go to Product Coach and go through the list. Click each one. It'll tell you commonly asked questions. It'll tell you what the product does. It'll tell you what's in the product. It'll tell you how the product works. If it's good for like blood pressure, like you can literally type in blood pressure and it'll pull up all the products that are good for blood pressure. So if you know somebody with high blood pressure, I think it's our greens that lower blood pressure. See, I don't even know. I just use Product Coach. I just go to Product Coach and I'm like blood pressure and it tells me. But so I think it works productcoach.com. That's going to be your best friend, especially if you're brand new. And I just usually I'll take a snippet of what it does and I'll put it in the wording. And then I'll say, how does that sound? And they'll be like, oh my God, that sounds amazing. That's exactly what I need. And I'm like, I know. And then they'll say that. So then I'll tell them, okay, well, it normally retails for blank, or you can get it 40% off as a loyal customer for blank. Which price option would you prefer? I can guarantee you, if you guys are getting ignored, you're not telling them the retail price and then offering the loyal customer price. You're probably just saying you can get it for the wraps, you can get them for $59. And you have to, it's like a trick in their mind, I don't know. But when you're telling them it retails for a certain price, or they can get them for this really super discounted price, they're automatically like, oh my God, I want that deal. It could be $5,000. And if they're getting it for $3,000, they're gonna be like, I want it for $3,000. It doesn't matter the amount. They're just going to go for the deal because everybody likes a good sale. Everybody wants the cheaper price. So then they'll say, the cheaper one, duh. And I'm like, all right, cool. So being a loyal customer just entails that you purchase at least one discounted product for 3 consecutive months, and I give you a free membership with discounted pricing for life. Is that what you would like to do? And they always say yes. I have never had someone tell me no to me wording that. And if you want my wording specifically, message me. I will literally send you every message I have. I say the same thing in every conversation. So definitely that's going to help you probably seal the deal, is probably just fixing your wording. So maybe if you want to send me some screenshots, if you're having problems with sealing the deal, just send me screenshots. I can literally tweak your wording. I'll send you my scripting and you can use it and see if it helps. Because that's honestly what made a difference for me. When signing up a loyal customer, do they only have to purchase one from the discounted items, or you give them a discount? Okay, so when you sign up a loyal customer, they automatically get a discount on whatever they order. When they click enroll in auto shipments as a loyal customer, which means they're agreeing to the 3-month auto shipment, it automatically applies the discount. to any product. So they automatically get the discount on the very first order, or they can pay the $50 membership fee. I've only had probably 1 or 2 people do that. They generally want to do the 3 months because you can literally get 2 months of Fat Fighters for $50. So you might as well get 2 months of Fat Fighters instead of wasting $50. That's what I usually say. If they're like, well, I want to buy the membership, I'm like, you can get 2 months for $25 and get a product, and you're paying the same amount, literally. And they're always like, oh, okay, that sounds good. So that's how I get them over the $50 membership fee. So yeah, they get the discount immediately. How do you get your past LCs interested again? Okay, so hold on. So I go through probably once a month, I would say. I go through every single one of my loyal customers, and how I track them is through my email. I will go to my email and I will type in loyal customer. Okay. I will scroll to as far as I can go because I can't remember who I signed up in 2015, but I'll go to the very bottom of my emails and I'll find my loyal customers from a long time ago and I'll message them and I'll say, hey, I just had a few spots open up for a new 90-day challenge. Would you be willing to help me? Sometimes they ignore me, but I've had quite a few people be like, yeah, sure, of course. I've actually been meaning to message you. I need some more wraps. And I'll be like, awesome. So then I re-sign them up as a new loyal customer for wraps for 3 more months. So that's how I get my customers interested again. I just ask them if they'd like to do another 90-day challenge for me. And sometimes if they're kind of hesitant, I will offer them a free wrap. I'll say, if you do another 90-day challenge for me, I will throw in a free facial or a free wrap. Or if I have some extra product, I'll just give them some Confianza or something. If I have something like cheap, I'll just say, if you do another 90-day challenge for me, I will offer you a free product for helping me out. Something like that. And they always are pretty interested in doing that. Okay. What is the best way to get distributors? Everyone is asking, everyone I ask either says no because the 99 startup or because they've always heard bad things about our company. Okay. So this has to do with wording too. Okay. I used to jump straight from, hey, you'd be amazing at what I do. Can I send you some more information? Or I've been following you for a couple days. I'm obsessed with your page. You're positive. You're so positive. Your posts are amazing. I seriously think you would kill it at what I do. That's how I start my conversations with pretty much everybody. Or I'll say, hey, I know you don't know me, but I couldn't help but messaging you because I seriously think you would actually absolutely kill it at what I do. I always say that. You can word it how you want. If you don't say that, don't say that. Like, you know what I'm getting at. But I used to go straight from that to, or they would be like, what is it? And I'm like, have you ever heard of It Works? And they'd be like, no. And I would tell them about it. And I would literally throw in, and it's $99 to get started, blah, 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 blah. And that was it. And I would never get a message back because I did not tell them about me. I did not ask them any more questions. I literally said, this is what It Works is, and it's $99 to get started. So they're like, no thanks. Because I didn't build a relationship. And they're not going to throw out $99 to somebody that's not even going to care about who they are. So what I do now is I will say, we are a health and wellness company with 50 plus products that range from blah, 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 blah. I basically get paid to promote them on social media and help other people start up successful businesses. Does that sound like something you could do? They always say, yeah, of course. And I'd be like, awesome. I'd be like, and then I'll send them a screenshot of our pay chart. Well, then I'll say, and my favorite part is how we get paid. And I'll say, we actually get paid 3 different ways. And again, I can send you the wording if you want my wording. It's the same with every conversation. But I'll tell them how we get paid. And I'll say, how does that sound? And they're like, oh my God, that sounds amazing. And I'm like, I know, right? And I'm just playful. I'm literally just like goofy. I'm like, I know, right? Like, it's seriously amazing. Like, it's changed my life. And I'll be like, I've been here for 2 years. I'm obsessed with this company. I have one of the fastest growing teams in the company right now. Say that. Even if you don't have a team, freaking say it. Speak that into existence and say, I have one of the fastest growing teams in the company right now, and I'd love for you to be a part of this with me. And a lot of the times people are like, oh, wow, that's intriguing. Like, I want to join you. So, and they do. And like the guy, like this, okay, I signed a guy last night and he literally joined because he was like, I don't know what you're doing, but you're like on fire. And I was like, I know. And he joined. Like, he was like, here's my card, sign me up. So, and then I will send a screenshot of our monthly income and I'll say, which of these dollar amounts would change your life? Kid you not, most every single person tells me between Ruby and Emerald. And they're like, if I could make $600 a month, that would change my life forever. I'm like, all right, let's do this. Can you get started today? And they're like, how do I get started? And that's when I tell them it's $99. You enroll through my website. You'll get your license to sell with a free box of wraps. You can either sell your wraps to make your investment back immediately, or you can use themselves to run your to work your business. I'm like, is that an investment you're willing to make? Most of the time, I don't have that right now, or I'll get yes, but I don't have it right now. I'm like, okay, well, are you waiting on a paycheck? And they're like, yes, I'll get paid next Friday. Can I join then? I'm like, matter of fact, I will hold your spot for you because I believe in you so much. I seriously think you're going to do so good at this. I'm going to hold your spot for you next Friday. What's a good time to get back with you? And they always give me a time. And if they ignore me, I message them like 2 hours later. I'm like, hey, did that make sense? Or something like that. But yeah, Leanne, so it's honestly all in wording. So if you want help with that, message me privately and I can kind of look through your conversations and see where we can tweak that. Cause like, it's honestly, sometimes one word can change a direction your conversation goes. I'm serious. When you send an e-suite, go to reports, go to volume reports, and there's a report for qualified legs by level. Okay. There you go, Casey. I did not know that. What do you say when you're speaking to a potential DT after you tell them about the company and then they tell you, well, I don't think it works? Okay, when someone tells me they don't think it works, I tell them that I've reached the top 2% of the company in 2 years, building my business completely on social media. So it definitely works. I'm like, what did you hear that didn't work? And they're like, oh, well, my friend tried the wrap like 3 years ago and she didn't get any results. I'm like, oh, well, did she take before and after pictures? And they're like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, well, she probably didn't use the product right. She probably wasn't consistent with the product because we enhance a healthy lifestyle. We are not a magic pill. We are not a magic wrap. We're not all these, you can't just take our pills and eat 5 cheeseburgers and expect to lose 10 pounds tomorrow. You have to maintain somewhat of a healthy lifestyle, and these products are going to enhance those results. So when people tell me that it works, doesn't work, I just tell them that they're crazy because we wouldn't be a $1 billion company if it didn't work. And I wouldn't be in the top 2% of the company if it didn't work. And my team would not be promoting if it didn't work. So that's what I would say. I would just keep it very simple and just kind of be like, really? Like, you don't think it, like, really? Like, act shocked. Because honestly, when you act shocked, people are like, wait, you're not going to defend yourself? You're not going to be like, and I'm like literally shocked when people say it doesn't work. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what doesn't work? And they're like, oh, well, I just heard the products don't work. And it's always, I heard. So then just say, well, why don't you give them a try for yourself and let me know? Because I use the products and they work on me. I'm obsessed with the products. I have tons of customers who these products have changed their lives, who've saved some of their lives. If it didn't work, they wouldn't be continuously ordering them. So that's what I say. I think I answered all the questions. Does anybody else have any other questions at all? You guys can unmute yourself if you want to speak or say anything, or you can comment in the chat. I hate the fact that this cut off because the recording is now in 2 pieces, but oh well. So I'm trying to think anything else I want to touch on. Oh, so right now we have our Black Friday sale. Guys, I'm not kidding you. If you take advantage of this sale right now and make the decision that you want to promote, and some of you guys are inches from promotions. And I'm watching. I see everyone's stuff. And I'm watching. You guys are seriously so close to some crazy promotions. Even executive and Ruby, like that is going to change your life because guess what? You're going to be that much closer to diamond. As a diamond, you're going to average $2,000 a month working from your cell phone. That's insane. And I never saw myself making this kind of money ever. I get my commission check and I'm still really shocked that it's even real. But so anyway, so yeah, take advantage of this Black Friday sale. There is more to come. That's all I'm going to say. It's not over. I'm hoping they extend our point system. If you guys are not taking advantage of the point system, every 5 points is a $100 bonus, okay? You guys can literally sign 5 loyal customers and you're going to get a $100 bonus. You can sign 2 distributors. You're going to get your $200 in fast starts. And then as soon as they get their 4 customers, you're going to get another $200. That's $400 just for signing 2 people. And then you're going to be building that residual income and those commissions. And guys, when I first started, I worked off bonuses. Okay. I needed money so bad. I did not want to work anymore. Um, I knew if I got a distributor, I was gonna get a $100 bonus by helping them get 2 customers. And in doing that, because each distributor was getting 2 customers, my volume was going up. So my paycheck was growing. But in the meantime, I was living off bonuses. My bills are about $1,100 a month. So I knew that I needed $1,200 to $1,500 a month to be comfortable. And my paycheck was like $200 at the time when I quit my jobs. And I was making well over $1,400 a month with bonuses and my commissions 5 months into my business. So you guys can seriously make as much money as you want. It's just up to what you're willing to do. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, I'm doing everything I can, nothing's working, try something different, okay? If Facebook's not working, get off Facebook for a little bit. Go to Instagram. Do a party. Get 5 or 6 friends, even 3 friends. Get 2 or 3 friends in a room. Talk to them about this business and show them what this company's doing. If you guys need me to be in that room with you, we can do something like this. Like, put me in the room with them and I can share my story. Even though I'm in Colorado, most of you guys, I mean, we have a Wyoming, a Florida, a few Arkansas, I think Alabama, I'm not 100% sure. So there's people from all over, and you guys are all on my team because I signed a few people. And on this Zoom, I have only personally enrolled 3 of you guys. That's how this business works. You enroll somebody and they enroll a few people, and next thing you know, you have over 300 people in your downline, and you're like, what the heck happened? But if you guys are throwing a party and you guys need help, call me. Say, hey, can you please, share your story or help me run this party? And just put me on like an iPad or a computer or even on your phone and just like, I don't know, get everybody on the phone and we'll do a huge Zoom party or something. I don't know. Like, I'm down for whatever. If it's going to help you guys grow your businesses, like, I'm totally down. So if something's not working, try something else. If you're partying or blitzing and it's not getting you results, get on social media and grow your network, explode your business through social media. It's 100% possible every single day. Guys, I moved to Colorado in August. I am already building a local team because when I came here, actually before I came here, I started following people at Denver University. I was exploding in sororities. I have never been in a sorority or fraternity, but guess what? I know how to talk to people. They're people. So I was following people from Denver University, and I've probably made over 20 new friends in person just from that. People are like coming to sip and sample parties left and right just because I was growing my social media. So I'll message them and say, hey, we're having a little get together at the house. You guys should definitely come over, bring some of your friends. We're just going to drink and, sample some of our products. And they're like, oh, what are your products? And I'm like, just come, you'll see, you'll love them. So then they come over and then they hear my story. They hear Amanda's story and they see these products and they get to try and like smell these products and taste them and like honestly get to feel what this company's doing. And they fall in love. That's how the guy joined last night. And guess what? He's heard of It Works. He heard of It Works 6 years ago. And he just joined my team last night. He knows 3 ambassadors personally and joined my team last night. So no matter what people know, no matter how many people they know, no matter if they've heard of It Works, guess what? I've had multiple people join my team who were with It Works years ago. So guess what? We will never be oversaturated. So get that out of your head. There may be a lot of reps in your area. I have over 170 people in Arkansas alone. And guess what? When I was in Arkansas, I still talk to people that never heard of It Works. I guarantee you most of you guys message people who have never heard of It Works. There are so many people out there that still need this opportunity. And even if they've heard of it, who cares? I have signed so many people who have heard of this opportunity and these products, who even tried the products, but they were never asked if they wanted to be a distributor. They were never asked if they wanted to make extra money. So because I asked, they were like, oh, I didn't know it was an option, but yeah, I want to do it. How do I do that? So you have to ask people, okay? And you have to be overconfident. Even if, I don't care if you're not getting a paycheck. I don't care if you haven't been paid in 6 months and you've been in this company for a year. Start today, okay? We're still going, and right now we're about to explode. They're calling It Works Conference 2018. They're calling it 2018 the revival. Because I just got chills. Because 2018 is seriously going to be huge. We are going to explode in 2018, and I'm telling you, you guys want to be on the front line of this explosion because you guys will seriously Your businesses will be completely different 6 months from now. Seriously, envision yourself being a diamond 6 months from now. What is that? April? Envision yourself being a diamond making $1,500 to $2,000 a month in commissions. That's if you start now and you work your butt off. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It was not easy for me. I had struggles, guys. I had people quit. I lost rank. My check dropped. But guess what? We can get bonuses. So if my check dropped $400, I knew that I had to sign 4 distributors to get $400 to make up for my drop. So if you guys were making $200 or $300 a month and you're down to 50 to 60, sign 2 distributors, make up for that loss. And in time, as you're doing that, your check's going to go back up. It's going to be impossible not to be successful. I'm serious. If you're completing your steps of success, which is 3 distributors or 4 LCs and 3 DTs every single month, it's going to be impossible not to go ambassador. I'm serious. But I'm telling you, you have to make the decision you want to do it. It's not going to happen on accident. It's not going to happen you going out every night and making excuses as to why you can't work your business. Like, you have to sacrifice some things, and it's going to suck. It's going to feel bad sometimes. My friends literally told me I was, excuse my language, they told me I was an asshole and that I was stupid because I wasn't going out and they were going to party, and they were like, oh, you're just so consumed with your business, you can't even have friends. I'm like, well, I got to pay my bills, and I want more than just making minimum wage. And I want more than struggling every single day and living paycheck to paycheck and going negative because I went to the bar and spent too much money on alcohol. I don't want to live like that anymore. And I didn't. People didn't know I was struggling, but I was. I was not making a lot of money, guys. I was paying rent, my car payment. I was struggling very bad. And people didn't know it. But at that time, I would have rather gone negative than my friends ever know I didn't have any money. So I was like withdrawing money that I didn't have, and my account was going negative, hitting me with fees, and my friends didn't know. But because I made the decision to sacrifice some of that time and not go out and spend money, and instead run my auto shipment, or instead put money into my business, or challenge my team and give them gifts, it started building that paycheck. Yeah, I sacrificed a little bit, but instead of buying 10 beers, I bought a shirt. So wherever you're prioritizing your time and your money, that's what you're going to continue to get. If you're blowing your money on things that are not reinvesting into your business and building a bigger paycheck, your check's not going to grow. You're going to continuously live in the same situation. And I'm not trying to be mean, and I understand it sucks, and like, I've been there. I get it. I totally get it. But if you want something different, you have to do something different. If you want different results later, you have to do something different now, okay? And if you don't know how to promote, if you're like, I don't know what to do, message me and say, I want to promote. What do I need to do? I'm not psychic. I cannot tell what you're doing. I'm working my business. I'm bringing in new people. I'm training them. I'm helping them start building their business. So I don't know if you're struggling. You have to reach out. You have to say, hey, I want to be successful with this. What do I need to do? Okay. Some of you guys have done that. And guess what? Most of you guys who did that are now about to promote, are inches from promoting and working well toward diamond. And you guys will be diamond because you asked for help. Okay? So does anybody have any questions? Go live on your pages and invite Casey Trust Me because he was in my live. Yeah, if you guys want to do a live and like interview me on your personal page so I can share my story to all of your friends, I'm down. I love doing that. I've done it 3 or 4 times now, and every single time there have been people who were commenting who were asking questions about it works, or were like, oh yeah, I've heard about this, blah, 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 blah. And it will get people listening, and like you can start building more potentials that way. So if you want to do that, just let me know. I just need to know the day and the time, I guess. But does anybody else have any other questions at all? I think I touched on everything I wanted to touch on. Just know that I did not get here on accident. I did not get here easy. There were times that I never thought I was going to make it because I felt defeated. But they always say, what is it? When the devil's attacking you, you're about to make your biggest breakthrough. And I'm telling you, if you just hold on and you keep pushing and don't let the devil attack you, I guarantee you right past that struggle, there's going to be the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're gonna have the biggest breakthrough. There's another thing too. It's really good. When you feel like you're having a breakdown, it's really just a breakthrough. And that's a really good statement. If you feel like you're having a breakdown, chances are you're having a breakthrough, but you have to hold on to make it through. You can't just let go when there's a breakdown, because you're not going to see what's on the other side. You're not going to make it through it. Okay. And I believe in each and every one of you. I believe in every single person on my team, but you have to believe in yourself 150% or nothing's going to happen. I cannot work your business for you. I cannot create success for you. I can only show you what I've done and share with you how I got to where I am and help you get there. But I'm not going to do it for you. But if you're in this with me 150%, and some of you guys know, I am willing to help. I will give you distributors. I will help you fill your charts because I want you to be successful, okay? Even if you're not my personally enrolled. I have helped a few of you guys who are not my personally enrolled because I don't care who you are. I don't care where you are on my team. I do not care. Everyone deserves this business and everyone deserves this opportunity if they want this for themselves. Who am I to say, Lacey, I'm not going to help you. I didn't enroll you, so you're on your own. Who am I to say that? If you're showing me you're serious about this and you truly want to be successful, I will reach down and help you. Okay? You have an amazing team, not just with me. You have an amazing ambassador. Amanda will literally pour into every single one of you. She loves everybody on her team. It's a little harder for her, but that's why we have diamonds and above. So that's what we're here for. We're not just here to make money. Like, we're here to seriously change our lives. We're here to be completely different people. Before I joined, I was negative. I hated my life. No one knew, but I internalized everything. I was very negative. I didn't think I had a purpose. Guys, I'm a high school dropout. For those of you who do not know that about me, I dropped out of high school. So where society was against me, telling me, oh, you're never going to make money, you're never going to do anything, guess what? I went to college. I didn't get my degree because I'm making more now than I would be with my degree. So I was like, why am I spending thousands of dollars every semester when I'm making more now working from home? So I made the decision to drop out of college. So I'm a high school dropout and a college dropout, making more than most of the college degree. So this business is possible. You just have to put in the work. You can't, those of you who have a job, if you went to your job and just sat on your butt and said, I'm not going to work today, do you think your boss is going to pay you? No. You're probably going to get fired. This is the same thing. You can't just sit there and say, I'm not going to work and expect a paycheck. It's the same thing, but guess what? You're the boss. You have to say, I'm going to work today. You have to say, I have to work today. No one's above you saying, hey, what are you doing? You going to work today? Like, no one's saying that. Honestly, like, if you're not working, like, I can't do anything for you. I'm not gonna like say, oh, this is what you should do today. Here's your task. Go complete those. You have to create your own goals and then work toward them every single day. If you want help on how to reach those goals, message me. That's what these Zooms are for. To give you insight on how to build your business, on how to reach your goals, on how to complete your tasks. And if you don't know what tasks to complete, get on these Zooms, message me and say, hey, what are some things that you're doing that's working for you? Or comment in the page and say, hey, what are some things that you guys are doing that's working for you right now? Or what does a day look like for you? Can you guys give me like some tasks that you guys do on a daily basis? Because everyone works their business differently. Doing that will probably give you a lot of insight on how things that you could do that you probably don't even know you could do. Okay? But anyway, that's all I want to talk about. I think I'm done ranting. No other questions? Any last minute questions at all? I'm gonna get a picture really quick. That way I can see who's on here. Don't go. If you go, wait, okay, never mind. I'm just kidding. Let me start the recording.